They say a man experiences two deaths. The first when his heart stops beating, and the second when he can no longer perform in the bedroom. But what if I told you that for millions of men over 60, the first sign of deteriorating health isn't memory loss, it's when your erections start to fade? That odd, cramp-like pressure you sometimes feel down there, it's not just in your imagination, it's your blood vessels asking for help. And if you ignore them, they won't just ruin your sex life, they'll gradually deprive your manhood from within. I'm Dr. Girag Mihai, a doctor and expert in men's health with over 2 decades of experience helping men regain their confidence, improve circulation, and restore intimacy naturally. And today, I want to share something every man over 60 should know. What if I told you that the key to stronger erections, better blood flow, and a pain-free, powerful penis isn't found in a pill or procedure, but in your fridge? Many men assume aging is the issue, but in truth, it's something far more preventable. And today, I'm going to explain why. In this video, I'll uncover the top 3 scientifically supported foods that help prevent penile blood flow cramps, restore circulation, and help you feel strong again, without any medication. One of these foods works so rapidly, you might feel the difference before the week ends. Before we get started, if you're a man over 60 who wants to boost blood flow, strengthen your erections, and take charge of your health naturally, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip crafted just for you. And if this video resonates with you, drop a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 and let me know how I can better serve you. All right, let's talk about the first food that could completely alter how blood flows to your penis: beets. It may surprise you, but this simple root vegetable holds the key to unlocking firmer, longer-lasting erections by naturally boosting nitric oxide. This is your body's most crucial molecule for circulation. And after age 60, when blood vessels begin to stiffen and constrict, beets can make a huge difference. Let me explain why. 1. Beets, the circulation enhancer. I never used to think something as simple as a beet could influence sexual health, but then I started noticing a pattern among my older patients. Men who began incorporating beets into their diet were reporting firmer erections, better stamina, and less of that tight, cramping sensation in the groin during arousal. It wasn't just a coincidence. Beets are packed with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, an essential compound that helps your blood vessels, especially those in the penis, relax and widen. This widening allows blood to flow properly into the erectile tissue. And when blood flows better, everything works better. After age 60, nitric oxide production starts to decline rapidly. That's when many men notice unexplained changes: slower arousal, weaker erections, even that uncomfortable tightening that feels like a cramp. It's not simply old age. It's a warning that blood isn't reaching the tissue the way it used to. Beets help reverse this process. They act like a natural pump activator, relaxing blood vessels, boosting circulation, and ensuring the penis gets the blood it needs to function as it did in the past. You don't need to complicate things. A simple glass of beet juice in the morning, or even roasted beets added to a salad, can start to repair what time has taken away. It's not magic, it's biology, providing your body with the right support so it can perform as intended. And here's something even more interesting. There's a fruit most men throw away, not realizing it contains a compound that works almost like prescription erection pills without the side effects. In fact, this next food could help reduce the vascular spasms that cause that deep groin tightness during arousal. Let's discuss it next. 2. Watermelon, the circulation enhancer. I'll be honest with you. For years, I thought watermelon was just a refreshing summer snack, something sweet to enjoy on a hot day. But I was wrong. The more I researched, the more I realized this fruit, especially the part most people throw away, holds an incredible secret for men over 60 who are dealing with weak erections and tightness during arousal. It all comes down to a powerful compound called citrulline, found in high concentrations in the white rind of watermelon. Most people toss that part away, unaware that citrulline is a natural vasodilator. Simply put, it helps your blood vessels open up, letting blood flow more freely, especially to the penis. After 60, those blood vessels tend to narrow or stiffen, making arousal feel forced, inconsistent, or even painful. Citrulline helps relax those vessels gently, reducing what I call penile blood flow cramping. It's not sharp pain, but dull tightness, a sign your body is struggling to circulate blood where it's needed most. Here's where it gets personal. A patient of mine in his late 60s told me he started blending both the red and white parts of watermelon into a smoothie every morning. Within 2 weeks, he said he was waking up with stronger morning erections and, most importantly, without that uncomfortable tension he used to feel during intimacy. No drugs, no procedures, just a change in his diet. Unlike pharmaceutical solutions, watermelon doesn't force anything. It supports your body's natural ability to regulate blood flow. It's gentle, effective, and completely natural. If you're looking to feel more confident in your own body, watermelon might be your best ally. But there's one more food I want to share with you. It's not a fruit or vegetable. It's something small, often overlooked, but packed with the essential minerals your penis needs to stay strong and responsive. In fact, this last food might be the missing link in your circulation puzzle. Let's discuss it next. Pumpkin seeds. The erection mineral powerhouse. If there's one food I wish more men over 60 knew about, it's pumpkin seeds. These small, humble seeds are often overlooked, but let me tell you, they're one of the most powerful tools for restoring healthy blood flow and protecting your erections. Pumpkin seeds are rich in 3 essential nutrients that directly impact your ability to achieve and maintain an erection: magnesium, zinc, and arginine. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels and prevents the spasms that lead to the tightness some men feel during arousal, what I call penile cramping. Zinc is crucial for maintaining testosterone levels, which naturally decline with age. And arginine? It's an amino acid that helps produce nitric oxide, promoting better blood flow to the penile tissue. I had a patient in his 70s, a retired Air Force veteran, sharp as ever. He came to me frustrated, not with his libido, but with the strange tension he kept feeling in his groin during intimacy. No pain, just persistent pressure he couldn't shake. I recommended he start eating a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds every day. Within 3 weeks, he told me the tension had disappeared, his morning erections had returned, and, most importantly, he felt like himself again. Pumpkin seeds are simple to add to your routine. Sprinkle them on oatmeal, toss them into a smoothie, or eat them plain as a snack. The results may not be dramatic right away, but over time, they lay the foundation for stronger, more consistent blood flow. Now, if you've made it this far, you've already learned how to support your circulation with real whole foods. But here's where it gets even better. When you combine these 3 foods in the right way, they create a compounding effect, a synergy that can accelerate your erections faster than you might expect. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to combine them into one simple daily plan. Keep watching. 4. Why these 3 foods work together? The circulation trifecta. It's one thing to eat a healthy food occasionally, but when you combine the right foods, especially those that target the same system from different angles, you don't just get better results, you get results that multiply. That's exactly what happens when you bring beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds together into your daily routine. They form what I call the circulation trifecta. Three natural powerhouses working in harmony to restore blood flow where it matters most. Beets kick things off by boosting nitric oxide, opening up blood vessels, and laying the foundation for improved circulation. Watermelon, with its citrulline-packed rind, builds on that effect, soothing the small penile arteries and easing those subtle spasms that can diminish your firmness. And pumpkin seeds? They provide the fuel that keeps the entire system working, delivering the testosterone-enhancing zinc, muscle-relaxing magnesium, and nitric oxide-boosting arginine your body needs to make sure the blood flow does its job. It's like rebuilding a system from scratch. One supports the other, and that amplifies the next. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, and even early 80s who thought they were past the point of no return turn things around within weeks just by staying committed to this simple nutritional plan. And the best part? It doesn't require willpower. It doesn't require prescriptions. Just a bit of intention and daily follow-through. Now, you might be wondering how to actually implement all of this. What's the ideal time to consume each food? Do you blend them together? Should you take anything with them to enhance their effectiveness? In the next section, I'll guide you through a practical, easy-to-follow daily routine that brings everything together and helps you feel the difference, not in months, but in just days. Let's dive in. The number one mistake most men make after 60. If there's one thing I've learned after decades of working with older men, it's this. Most guys are searching for a quick fix, a magic pill, something that will make the issue disappear without making any other changes. And I understand. When you're frustrated, when your body isn't responding like it once did, it's tempting to grab whatever promises quick results. But here's the reality. The biggest mistake men over 60 make is relying on medications to do what only proper nourishment and circulation can address. Pills like Viagra or Cialis may force an erection, but they don't solve the underlying problem. They don't restore the hardened, narrowed vessels. They don't bring back nitric oxide. They don't get rid of that deep pressure or strange tightness in your groin. All they do is force blood through a system that's already starting to break down. And for many men, the side effects, headaches, nausea, heart strain aren't worth it. I've had men sit in my office, eyes full of disappointment, telling me the pills worked less and less over time. I always tell them the same thing. Your penis isn't broken. It's undernourished. It's waiting for you to support it from the inside out. That's what the right foods do. They don't trick your body. They rebuild it. The men who truly restore their function, energy, and confidence aren't the ones chasing quick fixes. They're the ones who commit to the basics and follow through day after day. They give their body what it needs and trust the process. Now that you know which foods to focus on and why, they only work if you make them a habit. And if you're wondering how to do that without overthinking it, don't worry. I'll show you a simple 7-day action plan that ties everything together. It's easy to follow, doesn't require fancy preparation, and could very well mark the beginning of your strongest chapter yet. Your 7-day action plan. Now that you understand what these foods can do for your blood flow, energy, and erections, the real question is, how do you integrate this into your daily routine? I've worked with so many men over the years who were motivated, understood the science, believed in the idea, but didn't know where to start. And because of that, they didn't start at all. That's why I've created this simple 7-day action plan. No guesswork, no complex recipes, just straightforward steps you can follow every day to start feeling results, often in as little as 1 week. In the morning, begin with beet juice. Just 1 small glass on an empty stomach. This kickstarts your nitric oxide production and gets your circulation moving. Mid-morning, blend a watermelon smoothie using both the red flesh and the white rind. That's where the citrulline is. It's not only refreshing, but it also helps open up the tiny blood vessels that support arousal and sensitivity. Later in the afternoon, grab a small handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds. It doesn't have to be fancy, just keep them on your kitchen counter or in your bag. These seeds are working behind the scenes, providing the magnesium, zinc, and arginine your body needs to build strength where it matters most. Pair this with drinking plenty of water, gently moving your body throughout the day, and taking a moment each morning to remind yourself that you're not just surviving, you're rebuilding. You're reclaiming control over something that matters, not just physically, but emotionally. This isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up consistently. Your body doesn't need magic. It needs rhythm, and this plan gives you just that. But we're not done yet, because while food lays the foundation, there's one final message I want to leave you with, a reminder about what this journey is really about and why it matters more now than ever. Stick with me. There's something I want every man watching this to understand, especially if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. You are not broken. You are not too old, and you have not missed your chance. I've seen men who thought they had reached the end of the road, physically, emotionally, even in their relationships, completely transform by making one powerful decision: to stop accepting decline as inevitable and start rebuilding from the inside out. We've discussed food, blood flow, erections, and function, but really, what this is all about is reclaiming a part of yourself that society told you to forget. For many men, the loss of sexual vitality feels like a quiet, private grief. It's not often spoken about, but it weighs heavily. And when you start feeling like you're disappearing, not just to your partner, but to yourself, that's when it's time to act. Not out of fear, but out of respect for the man you still are. Your body is capable of renewal, even now, even after all the years, all the wear, all the moments you told yourself, maybe this is just how it is now. It doesn't have to be. Your blood vessels, your tissue, your confidence, these things can come back to life. And it starts with something as simple as a choice: to nourish yourself, to move intentionally, and to believe that pleasure, strength, and connection are still yours to claim. So as we move into the final thoughts, I want to leave you with one last message, not just about erections or circulation, but about what it means to be a man in this next chapter of life. Because if you think this is about food, you're only scratching the surface. The truth runs deeper, and I'm about to share it. Stay with me. Conclusion. This is where it begins. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you. Not just for watching, but for caring enough about yourself to stay present. That alone speaks volumes about the kind of man you are. We've covered a lot today. You've learned how beets can reignite nitric oxide and restore blood flow, how watermelon, especially the rind, can relax blood vessels and reduce that deep, uncomfortable groin pressure, and how something as small as pumpkin seeds can quietly rebuild your strength with the minerals your body's been craving. Together, these foods don't just support your erections, they support your identity as a man. They remind your body how to work the way it used to, and more importantly, they help you feel more like yourself again. I've seen it time and time again. The return of morning erections, the quiet confidence in a man's voice, the smile that reappears after weeks of doubt. It's real, and it can happen for you too. This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about moving forward with intention, with knowledge, and with tools that actually work. There is no age limit on pleasure, connection, or feeling alive in your body. And no matter how many setbacks you faced, today can still be the start of something better. So take what you've learned, try the plan, Listen to your body. Give yourself permission to feel good again, not just for a night, but for the rest of your life. Because this isn't the end of the road. This is where it begins. You've still got time, strength, and power waiting to be reclaimed. Go take it back. If this video helped you or gave you even one idea to move forward, please take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment below. I read every single one. Your story could inspire another man to take control of his health too. And if you'd like to support this channel and help me creating content for men over 60, consider making a small donation. Every bit makes a difference. Thank you for being here and for choosing to show up for yourself today. Gentlemen, if today's video helped you protect your health, your confidence, or your energy, you can now say thanks in a special way. Just click the thanks button below the video. Your support helps me share more tips that keep men strong and healthy well past 60, and I truly appreciate every single one of you.